Our question of the day with
Techie.
That's right. And we're at our kitchen table. We keep
They
migrating.
can't even see you.
Well, you can't see you either. We're all migrating around here. You want to say hi? Hi. Yeah, everybody's
Morning
here.
breakfast.
Yep. All right. So, question of the day is about this. Phoebe's here too.
Wireless mice?
Yes, wireless mice. Okay.
Yep.
Do you know how these things work? Yeah. So when, of course, when Abba and I were kids, this is how you had to use a computer, right? You had to use these.
You have to explain what Alba is now.
Abba's like you, Dad.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so I've been building a website and having that it has not been agreeing very well with my device. So you pulled this out. So
Yes.
So we thought it'd be interesting for you to talk about this because I never really realized that you could connect something like this up to an iPad.
You couldn't. Now you can.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
But there may be some people out there who, prefer to use a mouse.
Right.
And would like to know that this can be connected to an iPad. So,
yeah. Okay.
So talk about it.
Cool. So
Easy?
there's one way you can do that of connecting a mouse is that you can purchase an Apple mouse.
Mm-hmm.
And then in that way you don't have to worry about batteries.
Go play.
All right. Let me put him to go play.
Gears? Gears? Go do gears.
Okay. Okay.
No?
So as it
Here, take this. You want to play? Oh, frustrated baby. Alright, you want to pass him to me and I'll try to distract him while you...
all right, you
Okay.
distract him because he wants to play.
Baby!
Okay. So what I was saying is that you have the ability of going onto Apple's website or Best Buy or any of those places and actually purchasing a wireless mouse from Apple. That's your most expensive route, and that's going to be the easiest way of connecting a mouse up to your iPad. Otherwise, if you already have a camera connector kit, which looks like this right here, you can see, well, let me take that out. You can see there's a place right there for USB-A and then for a lightning port. But nowadays, I mean, they make them even different. At some point, it was like an SD card, and there were just all types of different ways that you could go and connect. But now, if you go and you take the connector from a wireless mouse, yeah. No, now this has to
It's
be
okay. You
reset.
got it. You got it. Here. This is one of those kinds of things.
Okay, so I was gonna say if you have a connector and you put the connector in to the USB area, what it will result is that you can then turn on your mouse and use your physical mouse on the iPad itself. But if you're gonna buy one of these, you might as well just buy an Apple mouse.
Right. So what kind of mouse do you have here? Like, can you
This
describe
is a wireless mouse that you can pick up in any type of thrift shop.
Okay.
That somebody says, oh, they don't want to use it anymore. It's perfectly good. It works fine. Somebody probably just wanted a newer model of a mouse.
Okay.
Or they were frustrated with the having to change the batteries out
Now,
constantly.
can you just show the inner mechanics of this? Because
Yeah.
I was like kind of wowed that a
All right.
mouse does this.
So I'm going to open it up. And here you can see the inside. We've got a place for our battery. And then here's the area where the typical USB would go. So you could store that. It makes it easier to travel. This wasn't originally made for an iPad, but the idea that you could actually plug this into an iPad is pretty amazing. There are also some Bluetooth mice out there that don't require a USB, that you could go Bluetooth directly into the iPad itself, and then you're essentially using the iPad as if it's a computer.
So basically there are even easier ways of what you're holding of hooking up a mouse to your iPad if you want.
Right. I mean, once again, we went with what we found,
Yeah.
where it's like somebody was just giving away their mice.
Right.
And I immediately saw it, and I was like, I need this because I don't need it now, but there's going to be
Yeah.
some time in the future where this is going to be important.
Right, which kind of happened.
Right.
Yeah.
So you never know what.
Yeah, it was interesting because the iPad I was working on this website and the iPad had to update or whatever, right?
Right.
Talked about that
it had to
yesterday.
upgrade.
Upgrade, okay. And then like I suddenly the website I was using to build the website started having. You need to stop, TV. It started giving me trouble with moving things around
Right.
with my fingers. So
Correct.
so once you connected this up, it started working better. You need to stop, sweetheart.
Yeah, so it ended up working a lot better. So, yeah, it is amazing, all these different things. So people that are saying that they need to buy a computer, but they don't actually use the functionality of a computer, can really get away with an iPad if they put in a keyboard and a mouse,
Right.
and possibly even an Apple Pencil.
Yeah, because like the second or two, I need to finish talking, honey. The second or two I was playing with it this morning, it did feel like basically a lightweight computer.
Right. We
Like-
essentially made you a lightweight
Yeah.
computer. So great for elderly especially.
Yeah,
Because essentially it's like it's easy to just put an iPad, a mouse like this into a backpack, some batteries, and then you don't have to worry about them getting a lug. Like the computers are heavy.
yeah. Right,
And-
this is like, an iPad is the equivalent of like carrying a book around or something. So.
Right. But essentially this is what students are using. They're buying cheap iPads.
Yeah,
They're updating it to the latest software.
right.
They're using wireless mice and keyboard. They don't even know what a computer is. So you're going to have a generation that doesn't even know what a computer is or how a computer functions.
Right.
And they kind of find those of us that use computers are just wasting our time.
Right. Well, this was entertaining to me. I mean, again, I haven't really had a chance to really start using this for what I need to use it for yet, but it like reminded me of the computers in the 90s, and
Right.
it's like it's been so long since I've used a mouse that I kind of forgot about it. But
Right.
I guess it's like riding a bike. It just kind of
Well,
comes right back.
video editors especially love mice.
Yeah.
Like that's something that they love. So I
Right.
mean, the idea that everybody keeps asking Apple to go in to make a touchscreen computer.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, they did it.
Yeah.
The only thing is, the iPad doesn't run computer applications.
Right.
So if there's certain applications that you need, but nowadays, I mean, applications that are on the iPad and iPhone do a pretty decent job that you don't necessarily need a computer.
Right.
Someone like myself needs a computer
Yeah.
because I'm just constantly.
It seems like it's just a matter of thinking outside the box and like seeing your iPad as a potential computer,
Right.
depending on what you need it for.
Right, because especially you have a student and you're looking and you want an Apple technology for that student,
Yeah.
and essentially you're looking at the prices of computers and you're like, oh wow, that's $1,000.
Right.
And if you can get an iPad for like $300,
Yeah.
you essentially now have a computer that's to the level of getting a PC.
In fact, probably easier to carry around.
The only problem is they're not going to like the fact that they can't download software from any random website.
Right.
You're stuck with whatever's in the Apple Store system.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting stuff. So I think we're gonna probably cut it off here because this is
The kids are a little bit much right
It's just
now.
one of those. This is one of those kinds of days where everything is just way off track.
Yep.
But anyway, we learned about mice.
We. Oh,
Computer mice, not the other mice.
I think that should be the picture that you make. We
I know,
learned about
right?
mice.
Alright, so yeah, mice. Anyway. Alright. Yes?
Is
Yeah.
this where I say 707
Yes, yes, I forgot about that. I'm telling you, my
267
head is not here right now. Alright, so say that.
707 267 7778
So that's how somebody can reach you if they want to reach you.
and techie-to-the-rescue.com.
That's right. Alright. Now, Simcha Shalom, would you like to say goodbye? What?
Well, you have to say a little louder. They can't hear you.
Good
Bye. All
Bye.
right. See you next time.
Bye.